What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of McLaren Fan TV. Just come off the heels of the Austrian Grand Prix, and without further ado, let me introduce my co-host Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. Mahad, what's going on?
I'm all good, man. Done with Austria. Halfway through the season, 11 races. It's gone quick, innit?
Halfway through the season, indeed, man. It has gone quick. It has gone quick, you know. When you think at the start of the season, 22 races, well, it was meant to be 23, I did think, yo, this is too much. There's a lot going on. But when you say that we're halfway already, it's kind of mad. It is kind of mad.
It is, and we've got a lot more races to go. Now we're in a bit of that period where it's traditional racetracks. We're seeing proper racetracks. And you can see the racing now. You can see the effects of the new regulations because I'm seeing some entertainment on track right now.
Is it a good or a bad thing for McLaren?
I don't know. You know, I think when Norris was part of that scrap, I thought he did well in that scenario, considering how much straight line speed the other cars have got, especially the Ferrari powered cars. It kind of brings the other teams into play, though. We're in a very precarious situation at the moment. We're fourth in constructors, but it's not looking.
It's looking mad. No, it's looking mad. And the thing is, the thumbnail says, Lando Norris-Mercedes rather than McLaren-Mercedes. Are you with me or are you not? Because I am fed up. As you well know, I'm already fed up. Let me know what you're saying. And also people in the chat. Let me know once we get onto your comments. Go ahead, Matt.
McLaren have 81 points. Yeah, in constructors we have 81 points. Lando Norris has scored 64 of them.
Unreal. That's
not normal. That's not normal. That's not normal.
That is Lando Norris Mercedes for you.
Anybody that's watching right now, try to compete. That's not normal. I'm telling you right now, that's not normal. Let me try to find the percentage splits of points amongst other teams. I think this is going to be one of the worst. This is just the ultimate carry job.
It's the ultimate carry job. It's got to be the worst.
Especially it's up there with Albon, but Albon don't really matter because he's got 3 points and Latifi's got 0.
You know what I'm saying?
So if we're talking about a lot of points scored, that percentage is disgusting.
No, it is. It is.
And how have we got to this point again?
Yeah, we're here again, aren't we? Yet again, another episode where we're just like, okay, here we go, talking about whether Danny Rick should be the driver, whether look how Norris is carrying the team. What are McLaren going to do? What's going on with the car? Blah blah blah. Upgrade this, upgrade that. It's. How are people not bored? You know what I'm saying? Like Norris gives us the entertainment, okay? So that's fair enough. But how are people not bored? On a serious note,
should we just evaluate the whole organization top to bottom right now?
Yeah, go for it.
Just decide who's doing a good job and who's not doing a good job. I'd say obviously Daniel Ricciardo is not doing a good job.
Correct.
I'd say James Key's not doing a good job.
Correct.
I say the pit crew has some stinkers here and there, but majority of the time they're going good. Like last race, Daniel Ricciardo had the fastest pit stop. Fine. It's just when we went to Miami and we went to Canada, they're just having howlers and I don't know what they're doing. But even at the beginning of the season, they were cooking. So pit crew, I'm gonna allow them. Strategy, howlers.
Absolute.
So I don't know what's going on there. Zach Brown still bringing in the money, but doesn't really want to make a decision on this Daniel Ricciardo thing. So I'm going to give him a 50-50 there. Seindel kind of turned things around from when the first race happened. We kind of got stuff going on, but I'm still putting a little bit of that strategy and leadership on him as well. There needs to be something going on there, and he needs to apply pressure on James Key as well to, address the issues with the car, because it seems like he's just decided I'm going to make a car that's got a very narrow operating window, and it's very difficult for the drivers to want to drive because Norris don't like to drive it. He said it's a very difficult car. Ricciardo said he's not driving it. So who did you make it for?
Yeah, that's a good point. Norris, it's not like because Norris is doing well in it, doesn't mean he's liking it. at all.
Norris don't like the car. It's this. I don't know what this is. So,
Dross.
and the thing is, we have a previous in this kind of scenario of making very difficult cars to drive.
Oh God, yeah.
Remember, Sainz said it to Ricciardo in the first race last year. Look,
Yeah.
it's a strange car, innit? It's weird, innit? So, James Key under the lights for that one still.
Has to be.
Drivers, Lando Norris. Lando Norris is the only one that gets an A-star grid.
The only one. Because how
everybody else is either like that or they're just.
Bro, he's P4 in the constructors. Sorry, McLaren are P4 in the constructors. He's P7.
No, Lando Norris is P4 in the constructors. No, actually, let me do the maths. Let me do the maths. Hold on. Yeah. If Lando Norris was a constructor just by himself, yeah, he would be fifth in the constructors.
Because Alpine now leveling with us, right?
Because Alpine have got 81 points, and the next team that's got points is 51, which is Alfa Romeo. So he's got more points than the whole of Alfa Romeo.
Himself.
By himself.
It's a fast, bro. It's it's just long, innit? It's the slow, like, you know, the kind of put me out my misery type of thing. This is like electric chair type of long death sentence waiting for it to just end. That's how I look at it. I'm looking at it on one side of the garage. That's how it's going to be for me this year. It's just a slow death on one side of the garage. On the other side, yo, Norris, what you got for me, man? What's going on? Let's see what we can cook up. And even then, I'm like, I feel sorry for the guy because I don't expect him to do anything because the car is not good. And he still does stuff that you just think, how is he there? You know what I'm saying? P7, bro, in Austria. I know Austria he likes, but man, I'm amazed by it. I'm still amazed by the finish. It must be said.
Gap to. I was just looking at some stats. Gap to the fastest, based on race pace. Yeah. Obviously, Leclerc was the fastest. Then it was Verstappen. Then it was Sainz. Then it was Hamilton. Then it was Russell. Then it was Norris.
How
is he the sixth fastest?
How is he the sixth fastest? Do you know what I mean?
So basically, he's the best at it. If he ain't in a Mercedes or a Ferrari or a Red Bull, he beat everybody.
It's a joke.
And he would have finished. He would have finished there as well if he didn't have the 5-second penalty. People forget that he finished seventh in the race, but he had a 5-second penalty. He served it in the pit stop.
He wasn't happy.
So it's more than likely he could have finished sixth in that race.
And that second pit stop wasn't meant to happen, was it? Because obviously that he had to serve the penalty, but then it was just the fact that he got caught behind that friggin' Yuki Tsunoda DRS train that it wore the tires out, and he just thought, screw it, I'm going to switch again, because he went on hards early on. So I thought that was going to be the long stint for the rest of the race, but you know.
And his engine was dusted, and it was reported that that engine was running at 0.3 a lap slower than it should do.
Come on. Like,
what are we doing, man?
Bro, what we got to worry about is losing Lando Norris. I'm starting to fear for us right now. Because where is he going to go? Tell me. Listen, all I'm saying is, as soon as they start to see, I'll tell you now, the top three teams are looking, as soon as they see a weak link in any of their drivers, they are looking at Lando Norris. He's the next big thing. He's the Brock Lesnar in 2002. He is the next one.
Would he go to another team for less money?
If it's the top team, yeah. If he could,
like the third, fourth highest paid driver right now.
If he could win races, yeah. No doubt. I don't think he cares about the money. If he can win races and titles, yes, without a shadow of a doubt, he's out of here.
Say, "Oh, give me 8 mil. I'll do the second fiddle thing for another driver."
Exactly. You know,
not to say that he would do that. If, let's say, for example, he went into a Mercedes situation. Let's say Hamilton retired tomorrow, and he went into a Mercedes situation.
Yeah.
In all honesty, he'll try to pack Russell. He wouldn't think he's the second driver mentally. Even though the team might be around Russell, he would definitely not listen to any type of team orders or anything like that. He would definitely try to bring it into the same way if he went to Ferrari and replaced the Sainz and it was just him and Leclerc. It would be the same thing. It would be competitive. He wouldn't play second fiddle, but I don't think there's any options for him. He's playing the long game. They've probably told him something.
Mm-hmm.
How can you sign a contract 1 year and then 1 year later you sign another contract? The contract ain't even run out yet, so they must have told him something.
Yeah.
They gave him peace to compensate. They're like, let's give you the money now.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be getting paid less than Daniel Ricciardo.
Facts. Let's get into these comments, man. Big up Nate, who says probably won't make it live, but McLaren need to learn how to put a reliable car out there. And Danny Rich, aka Russell Westbrook, need I say more? Respectfully, you guys don't deserve Lando anymore. You see that?
No,
right on cue there.
That last line, don't do that. Don't do that.
But are you smelling Lewis 2012 here? Are you smelling it?
No, I don't.
Are there smells of the like, not even like he's gonna leave and walk away, but you know, just from 2010, the writing was on the wall with Lewis at McLaren.
No, because I tell you now, there was other things going on. You have to understand how toxic that team was, man.
For sure.
Hamilton was leaking button telemetry on Twitter. What are you talking about?
Twitter, you know.
He was doing some crazy stuff. He's like, oh, why is Jensen Button not following me? I thought we're teammates.
You know the one.
That era, I don't think a lot of people remember. That era was crazy. I understand why Hamilton was in. Check this out. Hamilton was in the lead in multiple races in 2012, and the car broke down.
Just packed up.
So no wonder why he decided that I'm out of here.
I'm done.
At that time, Mercedes is the equivalent of who, I don't know, a midfield team. They weren't good. They weren't good.
Alpine, yeah, like an Alpine.
It was a downgrade at the time, but he took the risk and took the gamble. It weren't all that in 2013.
No.
And then 2014, bang, here you go.
Championship, here we go.
So it's really about what the potential is, and he's probably seeing it down the line. Okay, let's say, for example, we are where Mercedes are in terms of, let's say the car was a little bit better, we're just there, you know, nicking a podium here, a bit of a podium there, just third. Because that's what Mercedes have been doing. They're just nicking third here and there. They haven't got a second place yet. They haven't qualified on the first row. They're literally just nicking points here and there when these Red Bulls and Ferraris pack it in. If we were in that scenario and Norris was just getting that here and there, he's not satisfied with that because he's not winning races.
You're true.
So we were never going into the season thinking we're going to be where Ferrari or Red Bull were.
No.
Or Mercedes was, because we expected Mercedes to be up there as well.
The thing I question,
because it was more long term.
But what I question is, how did Ferrari make this progress? Like, we've got to remember who Ferrari were the last 2 years.
They tanked,
that is it's a bit of a quantum leap.
We didn't tank though.
True, we didn't tank, but they beat us last year for the constructors right at the end.
Because the second they put that ERS upgrade on their engine in Turkey, we were done. We were toasted. Because not like Mercedes was upgrading their engine. We just got toasted. We were finished. So they took what they did was they took a conscious step back to say, listen, if we're ever going to get back to the top to win races, we need to kind of like fold it here right now, get more tunnel time, get more time to work on our engine so we're ready for 2022. They packed it in. USA 2019, they stopped. They literally just stopped. They started working on it. Look how much years that is. Plus they've got the links with Ross Brawn and all the other guys that are working on the regulations. They had the heads up, man. They had the heads up. That's why they listen, I was reading an article today. People know how Red Bull are fast and they're copying them, like, you know, with their design and stuff like that. But nobody on the grid knows why Ferrari's fast. Imagine that. Nobody's copying Ferrari. Obviously, Haas is, but Haas and Ferrari are very linked. But nobody's copying things off Ferrari because they don't know why they're fast. So clearly, they've had a lot of wind tunnel time, stuff like that. We don't have a wind tunnel because Ron Dennis couldn't be asked to upgrade our wind tunnel that whole time. And now we're lagging behind and we have to do this upgrade thing. So our wind tunnel's not ready until 2024. Imagine we have a wind tunnel. We have one, but it's not we can't use it because it's not satisfactory.
No.
So we have to fly all the way to Germany to use the wind tunnel. This is all arrest Ron Dennis. Everything's Ron Dennis' fault. I'm telling you right now.
Arrest Ron Dennis. Put that in the chat, people. Arrest Ron Dennis, man. Oh my days. Nathan says he's dancing in the rain. Man's wearing a New Jersey Jets cap. Is that your team? Yeah, you're on mute. You're on mute, cuz.
Vikings.
What's the hat then? Is the hat Jets or not?
That's a Cortez. It's a Cortez hat.
Ah, okay. They're not ready. Them not ready. Huh?
You man, have got fashion like that. Come on.
David said, "Man's watching you lot on holiday." Nathan, big up yourself, man.
Big
Thank
up,
you for
big
watching
up,
us.
big up.
Where on holiday are you, if you don't mind me asking?
He also
says Lando's doing the greatest carry job since that Judas RVP in 11-12. Oh, he who shall not be named. I can't say that man's name. Can't do that. But I get what you're saying, though.
That was a carry job.
That brother on his back to third place, on his back. People think we finished in the top 4. It was third, on his back. And then he says as well, if Haas upgrade their car, could finish one place below you in the constructors. Quite possibly.
They upgraded. One thing people are saying, I have no evidence of this. All it is verbal rumors. Is that Ferrari tested their ERS engine upgrade on Haas's car this weekend? That's why they were rapid.
Oh,
so they tested their engine upgrade on their car, but I have no evidence of this. I'm just hearing rumors of it, and that they're trying to say that's the reason why Haas was fast, because they had their Ferrari upgrade. That Ferrari said they're going to bring in Spa their engine. Upgrade.
Yeah.
They tested it on Haas's car.
That's flipping out, man. And if it's doing what it did, when it's time to put it in their package, they're thinking, "Hello, this is looking saucy."
It's crazy because you're allowed to do the electrical thing until September, and then it's locked off. You can't change the engine.
Is that Spa, isn't it?
Yeah.
September.
So everybody's going to bring. So the Mercedes might get upgraded. The Red Bull engine is going to get upgraded. It's all going to happen.
Things could happen. Yeah, they're going to push every limit until they can no longer do anything. Especially with these flaws and whatever and what have you. Hysterical stratagem. Big up yourself. Saying sorry, I missed last week. No problem. You're here now. It's all that matters. But I'm back, baby. Lando gets all the praises, and Danny Rick did all right. He's lucky to be in the top 10. He's lucky to be in the top 10. Let's be honest. When Sergio and Carlos Sainz have gone out, he finishes P11. Do you know the ones? At least.
Do you know what? I was listening to, if anybody's got the F1 app, you can listen to like the radios and stuff that's happening during the race. So I was listening to it. And so it's just basically the audio version of the race. And then it just chimes in with the radio. Early on in the race, Danny Ricciardo kept on saying on the radio, the engine keeps breaking. Engine breaking. So I don't think anybody picked it up that there was something wrong with his car. But that happened last week in Silverstone. He had the DRS issue. Now this is going on. We had earlier on the Friday, absolutely disgraceful qualifying performance just because the car is dead. The car is dead, bro. Imagine Norris looked like he was all over the gaff. He said, I can't brake. I'm scared to brake. What the hell is going on with this car? What are they doing?
It's P15 and 16, that quality. What is that?
The car is just breaking down left, right, center. Something's wrong with it, fundamentally. And remember, at the beginning of the season, we were blaming the engine. We can't even blame the engine anymore because guess what? We've done the most laps in Formula One.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, we haven't really had any. We've
gone DNFs.
Yeah, no, we had one DNF, Daniel Ricciardo in it, and then we had Lando crashing in Miami when Gasly went into him.
Yeah. So not an engine problem. Like
I'm just talking about actual total laps. Laps
this season.
I think it's McLaren, Aston Martin, Mercedes. So they're all Mercedes engines. So we can't even blame the engine. It's not like we're Ferrari or anything. So clearly something's wrong. Yeah, but everything else is not reliable. What's going on? We can't put together quali. We had the pace. Clearly, you saw in the race that we had the pace. So what happened on Friday?
I don't even Saturday, even the sprint race for me, what was it, 11-12? I mean,
11-12. We made up some places, but that's because people were doing up terrorism. Like Gasly and all them people, people that were in the comments that was telling us about Gasly. Where are you at? Big man.
Speaking of Gasly, Nathan says it's like Gasly last season. Out of 120 points, I think in the constructors, the AlphaTauri got 100. He got 100 out of 120. I mean, Yuki rookie year, you know them ones.
Yeah, okay. Let's look at the percentages. Yeah, Albon's got 100%. Albon's got 100% of Williams points, which is free, obviously. Bottas has got 90% of Alfa Romeo's points, so he's got 46 points, and Zhou has got 5.
That's surprising. I'm not gonna lie, that surprised me. I thought the Alfa Romeo, as in general, has been decent. Bottas has done well, of course, but I did not think Joe was that far behind. I did not know that.
He's only got 10% of the team's points.
Wow.
But he's a rookie, so I don't know. But that's 90-10. That's crazy.
I still give him a blight, yeah, just for 1 year anyway.
Vettel, 83% of the points for Aston Martin. So he's got 15 points and Stroll's got 5. What's Stroll doing? Pattern up, man.
What is he doing?
Because last year it weren't like this. Stroll's actually a little bit decent. What the hell's going on here?
Mate, I've always had time for Stroll. I've always had a little bit of time for him just because of the age and what he was doing when he was younger. But yeah, go on.
And then we got 79% Norris, Ricciardo.
79%. Honestly, it's just nah.
And then you got the nearest team to us, like just in general, like in on the constructors, the team ahead of us. Russell, Hamilton, 54-46. That's what we need to see.
That's what we need to be seeing. What's Alonso Ocon?
64-36.
That's what I'm saying. And it's closer. Do you know what I'm saying? It's closer than what
because Ocon's got 52 and Alonso's got 29.
Yeah, and Alonso's had how many issues with his cars? So, you know,
Alonso said in an interview, I've lost 40 points at least.
Imagine.
Bad luck. 40 points. So they would have been long gone. I don't think we can beat Alpine, personally.
Well, Trevor said tied with Alpine for 4th and no sign of improving. Can't be messing around with the likes of them. Can't believe they're level on points already, man. 81 each.
Man. Their car is fast, man.
The car is fast, man. Ocon P5.
Alonso was last. Why is he P10?
Nah, man. Them sleep on us. They tried to disrespect Fernando when he came back to Formula One, you know. People were on here, like out here in these streets, trying to diss Fernando. Huh? People are mad, you know. And they'll standardly drink up Raikkonen and drink up all these other dead guys that were here for too long. You know what I'm saying? They'll standardly drink it up, but then they try to give Alonso the strays. I get it. He's got beef with England, didn't it? I get it. Like, but flip me, come on.
You hear what Alonso did in the meeting?
What did he do in the meeting? Now, what's he done?
Remember, there was rumors that there weren't even rumors. Vettel walked out of the meeting, basically.
Yeah.
The drivers meeting because he was pissed off. Yeah, basically, Alonso was moaning about his penalty from Canada for like 25 minutes, and then he just said, "I had enough," and just stormed out. Because he kept on going back and forth with the FIA.
That's a man that holds a grudge, man. Yeah, that's a man who holds.
So
one.
he's like, how comes I got a penalty for weaving on the straight, and then Leclerc didn't get a penalty for weaving on the straight in Silverstone? What's going on? Man said he ranted for like 40 minutes, and then Vettel just got mad and just walked out. He said, "I got time for this shit."
Oh, do you know how funny both those stories are? The fact that Alonso's brought back Canada and Vettel's just had enough. So nah, I'm getting out of here, man.
We're in Austria. Why are you talking about Canada, bro? He's got the beef he's got with the FIA is insane.
He's got receipts. I can't wait for a documentary of his to come out when he's done. He's going to be just slewing all of them. I can't wait for it. Oh my days, hilarious. PB, big up yourself. Thank you for joining us. Says I'm scared to hit the brakes. Free my guy Lando from an unserious team. I'm telling you, man, we are lucky to have this guy right now. The way that we're performing, man, I'm telling you, man, the teams they've got their powder dry for him. If the Carlos Sainz of this world or Leclerc's, if the Verstappens or Sergio's, if the Russell, if the Hamilton retires, whatever, they have got their number ready to speed down Lando. He's number one on their list. He's number one on all their
lists. He's not available, man. We got him.
He's not available, but on the phone book, bro. #1, it's Lando Norris. That's the first guy they're looking at. They will say, "What will it take?" They'll go over to Zach Brown and say, "What will it take?" I don't want to hear that he's not available.
Okay. Now look at the top seats. What's going to become available soon? The only one that may look available soon is the Verstappen one. Not the Verstappen one, the Hamilton.
Perez. Oh, Hamilton. I think Perez as well. I think
Perez is signed up for next year as well, though.
True, but Perez and Hamilton, because I don't think Hamilton will go next year either. I think the nearest two are you looking at Perez and Hamilton at this rate.
So where would he go? Would he go to Red Bull? Would he go to Mercedes?
He'll go to any of the top three. There's no team he won't go to.
I don't think he likes Ferrari.
Listen, when they present
He'll
to
go,
him the mission,
but I don't think he likes Ferrari. But he's not going anywhere. Don't put that energy out there, Theo, man. Come on.
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to holler at the people at Woking. Get your finger out, because if we lose this talent because of this, and we have another RVP, yeah, like when Hamilton left us, bro. Hamilton left us because it was a friggin' farce.
But Hamilton was there for time. We were trash. 09, we were trash.
No, he was.
2010, 2011. He went through the grind. This is the grind years.
He did, but he left the grind and he took a risk. It's not like man left for Red Bull, man left for what's it called, for Ferrari. He didn't leave for them, man. He left for Mercedes, which was a hell of a risk. Because you can't tell me where they finished in the constructors when they had Schumacher and Rosberg. You couldn't tell me. Do you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be, I think, for now, for this year and next year, just basically the best customer team.
Where's this Volkswagen? Why am I hearing Sauber's link with them, man? Huh?
Because, like I said this in the early streams, we cannot compete with teams that make their own engine. Ferrari can make their own engine and do an ERS upgrade whenever they want. We're waiting on Mercedes to get off their ass to do so. To progress.
And yet the engine actually isn't the problem, as you've mentioned. The engine really isn't the problem. Do you know them ones? So
Alpine are totally in control. Alpine are totally in control of the situation.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Alonso's bad luck, they would have been smoking us. They would have had like 100 and something points. They would have killed us already. Yeah,
absolutely.
We are grinding to the bone, and we've only got 81 points. Mercedes has 237 points. Have you ever seen a gap between third and fourth?
It's a joke. It's a joke. We're not even in the hundreds, and they're on 200. It's a frigging joke, mate. PB says when Perez packs up Lando to Red Bull, helmet will not rest until he makes this happen. Man, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen. It just smells ugly. Because that could be that could be an accident waiting to happen for sure. That would be hilarious to see.
Arguments in the sass will be crazy.
It will be too much. It will be too much. Joel A says that DRS train overtake by Lando was crazy. Big. See Lando Norris, yeah? Because I was getting all like gassed on the train before it. Like was it the 3? I think it was 3 that was happening. And then it was nowhere.
It was Alonso, Zhou, and Magnussen at the beginning.
Yeah, I was like, this is saucy. Then I see this orange dart come through. I'm like, who's this? I'm thinking, yo, what's going on here? Okay, Lando, stepped up to the plate. That was phenomenal. I love that.
The first corner, he sent it from the back to the front. I said, you're taking a piss. He nearly overtook 4 men.
He's
with one move.
Cold, man.
If we had a little bit of straight line speed, he would have took out K-Mag as well on that straight when he had the DRS. But you could see that it just doesn't have the straight line speed, this car, man.
Honestly, it was, and thank God we got to see that, by the way, because sometimes that can happen and we're just watching Leclerc, you know what I mean, on pole, riding by himself, rinsing Max Verstappen. These times they made us see that footage. So delighted to see that, man.
If you need to see evidence that Norris is a driver, there you go, man.
Yeah, say no more.
There you go,
say no more. Scoop on football, big up yourself. I know you guys rate better Tauri. That's a better Tauri, what do you think about them failing to stop Gasly for a 5-second penalty in the pit lane? Hilarious scenes, bro. Man didn't even do his time. Man's been arrested. He's been sentenced and just didn't turn up. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? We've been cussing AlphaTauri for ages. Sorry, bro.
You think we're a joke man team? They're a joke man team. I know you're saying this team is not serious, McLaren. AlphaTauri is not serious.
AlphaTauri is. But when did this happen though? When did this occur? Because I've not seen them look like a joke till this season. Has it been happening?
There was a joke last season, man. Big man.
There were a joke last season.
Come on, man. They should have made that instead of making that Russia episode about Mazepin, they should have made it about AlphaTauri and their inability to check weather. They saw the rain coming. Yo, Yuki, come in. Put him on slicks.
Nah, you see Netflix, man. There's some shameless people. I still can't believe we had a story on Mazepin and the Russian Grand Prix and the weather. I can't believe that. I can't believe that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Drive to Survive is not a serious show.
When
you deep it, yeah. Think about it. Anybody that's here that watches Drive to Survive, have they told you anything ever about driving? About driving technique, anything technical about the cars? Have they taught you anything about that? No.
It is purely
not even a young. Oh, let's have a little segment on how they build the car. None of that.
Nothing. You know what? It would go on Channel E. Like if it was to make it on like Sky or TV, it's going on Channel E. It wouldn't even go on Sky Sports. That's how mad it is. It won't even go on Sky Sports.
It's not informative in that manner. It's not an informative. You know, even like when you're watching, you know, them NFL. Was it? What's that show that they do before the season starts? You know what I'm talking about, innit?
NFL
and the HBO, they do it.
Oh, what the thing's called? Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, at least
I'm gonna find out.
You know Hard Knocks, of course. Yeah.
At least Hard Knocks talks about some of the plays and the drills and that. They're not just doing out drama. They're actually talking about the sport. What is Drive to Survive talking about?
Listen, bro. It's a gimmick, but it brought fans through, didn't it?
It brought fans through, but like you said, it will be on the E Network. It will be just before Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Just after the Kim Kardashian one, yeah?
Yeah,
that's what it'll be. Sandwich right in there, boy. That's what it'll be. What's called? Nathan says Matt said a car broke down like Steve Austin said, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
Come on, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke, man.
Oh, that 2012 era. Man are getting had up in constructors by a team led by Binotto. F1 is finished. Binotto.
Did you? Hey, let's give you some for this. This is what we call Mahad's Corner. Mahad's Corner of Ferrari gossip. Yeah. Some news has come out. Some news has come out this week.
Oh,
no, just come out today. Yeah. At the moment, it doesn't look like Ferrari have a solution to their engine problems. Even if they have one, it will take time to build it into their engine. Their current engines in the pool, both drivers obviously still have the thing that causes the issue.
Hello.
What does that? What do you mean by that? Their man said we can't even fix it. We're just gonna drive and inshallah.
They're just gonna, that's literally it. That's what they're gonna do. What can go wrong will go wrong. It can stay for the rest of the season. At least I've got confidence in that. So basically,
they said they're not even going to address it. They're not even going to address the problem.
So basically, Red Bull have won the title already, both constructors and drivers. That's what you're telling me.
So what they're going to do is try to do what Lewis Hamilton did towards the end of the season, that Fugazi version of it, basically. You know, where you just put a new engine in, slap 5 grid penalty in you every single time, and just drive up the field,
rinse it.
Bro,
they could do that.
This is looking scary. Do you know what's looking scary? Yeah, you're gonna allow Red Bull to win the constructors with a slower car. Do you know how many years they're gonna talk about that?
I'm all for it, man.
They're literally gonna be bragging about, in 2022 when Verstappen and Red Bull won with a slower car, because we're like they're basically having a 2005.
Oh.
That's what they're doing.
That is a 2005. Hey, yo, Nathan, for real, man. I need to get a soundbite for this one, for damn sure.
And we need to get a soundboard.
That needs to be.
What can't go wrong? Just get the Stephen A. Swift. That can't go wrong.
That's exactly it. Let me fly through these comments because you've said a lot of things on there. Big up. Kama says arrest James Key. We are all in agreement. Man needs to be, remand, fam. You know what I'm saying? Put man on remand till we sort the situation out. What's it called? Mahad with the breaking news.
I've always got the news, man.
Free the guys from the nonsense of Danny Rick. Oh man, you see Danny Rick yet? What's it? Arrest Danny Rick. This Danny Rick impersonator. Where is the real Danny Rick though? Because I ain't seen him for years. Let's be honest. Because even that last year at Red Bull, I'm struggling. So
the car's just not for him, man. That's it, man.
So what? So the last year Red Bull wasn't for him. The Renaults weren't for him.
No. The last year for Red Bull, he was cooking. His engine was also cooking.
yeah, that's true. Well, is that the bloody Renault engine?
Yeah.
And then
Even
he moved to Renault.
they even tried to sheg him for that Monaco win. His engine was like, nah, back to back in, mate.
Yeah.
Bro, he was driving well.
It's probably his best
There were
drive.
certain weekends he was packing Max Verstappen in certain races as well. So I don't know why. This is what the commentary was at the time as well. Yeah, is you do not give up your seat if you're at a top seat. You don't voluntarily. They weren't sacking him. They offered him a contract.
Yeah.
So for you to do that, he's probably just living with regrets right now because he's clocking like raw. Red Bull win every race nowadays. Red Bull was winning races last year. Think about how much races Daniel Ricciardo would have won if he's just stayed at Red Bull.
I know.
This is a fumble.
Madness. It's a madness. PB says, didn't K-Mag say he was nursing an engine issue, though it's looking scary hours? Yeah.
So they put that ERS upgrade and he was still scared that the engine's going to break down. Okay, man.
Listen, I told the Ferrari situation, I'm here all year for it, man. I don't mind Max winning it again this year. I do not mind. Because as long as Ferrari,
I feel bad for. This is going to be the only time I ever say this. I feel bad for Leclerc and Sainz. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and because you're a human, you feel bad for them, and then that's it. It's done. It's over.
Sainz, they nearly set man on fire. At least with Leclerc, it just came with smoke and it just stopped. His one was like they said bun.
We're gonna barbecue
fire
this
for
guy,
bun.
Bro.
Man said fire for bun. Man turned into Capleton, bro.
we're gonna barbecue this guy, boy. What? He wins last week. You think we're gonna let him go again? You're mad. That's the Ferrari engine's talking to him like, you're mad. What again?
Another. Let me finish that rumor that I was reading. Until the next engines come in for the power unit pool, it's going to take until Spa for sure, and that would also mean another penalty for Leclerc. And I believe Sainz will drive with a new power unit, and Paul Ricard, that means a penalty as well.
Oh, lovely jubbly. That is music to the ear.
But I remember it's Sainz's first one. So in Paul Ricard, he's starting from the back, boy. That's P20.
P20. Where do you think he'll finish? Do you think he'll DNF? It's got DNF written all over it, man.
No, I think he'll do all right. Paul Ricard, that much runoff. To crash in Paul Ricard, you got to be a bum driver.
The engine just pack up. I'm not even saying crash.
No, that's fresh engine.
Let it be fresh. Listen, if there's one team that can give you something fresh and still come out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah. I remember thinking midweek last week, yeah. I wasn't even midweek last week. Silverstone, I was thinking, when Sainz was winning the race, in my head I was thinking TikTok. I was waiting for his engine to blow up. Yeah. Because if it happens to Leclerc, it's gonna happen to you. So I thought it was gonna happen on his first ever win, but it didn't, yeah. So I was anticipating that his engine was gonna blow up. Yeah. And lo and behold, it's happened. So now he's got a fresh engine. Now it's TikTok for Leclerc. The timer's on for him. And then when his engine blows up, the timer's on for Sainz again. It just like rotates between the two.
Bro, what were you thinking when obviously Sainz has gone, engine's cooked, and then Leclerc says, yo, the pedal, fam. Walk on for my pedal. I said, it was, bro. Give it to me. Give it to me. Funny, yeah? If they did full safety car, he would have lost. Oh, damn it. What do you mean virtual safety car, by the way?
Well, a car on fire.
We need to get rid of this thing.
Rolling backwards.
The virtual safety car is redundant. It's redundant. It should not be there. And how do they accurately reduce 40% of their pace? How do they know?
No, because they just count. I think the system just calculates the data, and then then it will give everybody their speed that they need to do.
It's a redundant thing, blood. There's a car on fire. A car on fire on a hill that's rolling. You know what I'm saying? Man was moving like Limp Biscuit. I was thinking to myself, and these stewards that were standing on the side, what were you up to? Doing nothing. Absolutely nothing on there. I don't know, man. I was ready for that Leclerc pedal to whatever it was, whatever's wrong with his pedals or throttle or whatever. I was ready for it, man. I was ready for it. Especially when Martin Brundle was giving the vibe of, yo, the FIA don't want to hear about that, boy, because there could be something serious. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay. But it didn't happen.
But if they did safety car and they had the throttle problem, it wouldn't have been peak. Because that would have been peak. Or if I was Leclerc, I would have just done terrorism. I would have just if I ain't winning this race, none of us are winning this race.
Ain't nobody winning it.
I would have done that.
Nathan says, "Big man thing. Let's not lie. Yeah, do not be surprised if you hear from either Lando or Brick." I like this. That Stroll message of "I feel like I'm gonna die."
No, remember that message? That message was scary.
That message was scary.
I think the worst thing is I think fundamentally at the beginning of the season they said, yeah, the car is sound, it's got a nice balance, it's all good, it's just slow.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're getting to the extremes of like they're shook. I don't know what they need to find a sweet spot for this car. Man. Please, I'm begging, man. I've had enough, man. This is when you retrospectively look at things now, yeah, and you look at how close we were to the top last year. Or just the top of the midfield, because it was kind of like, what was it? It was that Red Bull Mercedes, they were very close. And then you had the top of the midfield where you had the Ferrari drivers, you had us, and then you had like the Red Bull and you had Bottas, and you just like, you had Perez and Bottas, and we were just fighting amongst each other and stuff like that, yeah. Why have we just decided we're not going to be part of this anymore?
we literally
just said, I'm out.
Pass the pad. We just passed the pad. I don't know. And what I want to know is what's the vibe? What's the census at McLaren? Is it a case of, look, we are doing everything we can to get the best out of this? Or are they in that situation like Ferrari, for example? Bro, we don't know what to do.
No, if it was like Ferrari in 2020, end of 2019, and said we need to take a step back to make a step forward, tell us that, communicate that.
You know,
let us know if you're saying the target, because they said it quite early to their Ferrari fans, the target's 2022. If you tell us the target's 2024, I will not bother you guys.
For sure.
I said, go ahead.
I'll be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple birthdays. We'll make it happen, bro. I always have in my mind, McLaren, they said they were going to do it this year.
Ferrari, low-key, stuck to their promise. They said they were going to win races in 2022. Guess what? They're winning races.
Lo and behold.
So they didn't lie to their fans in that sense. Just
true.
Give us a car that can race at the front.
No, it's true.
And be honest about it. If we're going to be middle of the midfield, whatever, just so we can get more wind tunnel time and it allows that time to get our wind tunnel. And I just want to, do you know what else I want to see sometimes? I don't want to see like, oh, Zach Brown's announced that we got a new sponsor. I want you to say that, oh, we just hired this guy. We just hired this guy to work as an aerodynamicist, or this person that works on like all this other type of stuff. It's kind of like what Aston Martin were doing when they were just hiring bare dons from top teams. Why don't we do that? Why am I hearing about a sponsorship with some, I don't know, delivery surfers in Australia? What's going on here? Can we actually just knuckle down and try to improve the team that we have at this moment? For sure. It's kind of like if you was like Arsenal and then you know that sometimes there's like problems with like the fitness team or something like that, and you want to hear, oh, they've hired this new coach or they've hired this person. We don't hear that as a McLaren fan. Nah. We just hear sponsors and, oh, the car's bad.
You know what I'm saying? We've got this coffee company from Kenya. Bro, I'm East African. I don't give a damn about the coffee you're getting from Kenya. Okay? I don't want to hear that. That's not what I want to hear. I want to hear you've signed top high performance fitness expert from Liverpool or from Mercedes or from Red Bull, whatever the case may be. As you say, man. Totally agree with you on that. Nathan says, Peter said, I give up like he's about to go on a Stephen A. Smith rant. Let me tell you, man, Nathan, as I said, McLaren, show me. You got to show me that you are like working on this or something else is going on. The silence and sponsorship deals is driving me nuts. No word.
I'm about to turn into them guys that, them guys that do New York radio about baseball. Oh, they start shouting. Oh, like Mike Francesa and that. Francesa and that. I'm gonna start turning into them, man. You're gonna hear some crazy shit. This team not patting up,
bro. It's like the man in Philadelphia. I don't know if you've ever watched All or Nothing, like the NFL stuff.
Yeah, I've watched it. And Philly fans are crazy.
The Philadelphia Eagles All or Nothing, when they were moving bummy, and the radio was sticking it to them. The guys will come on air, bruv, and they are dissing this team. I'm thinking, yo, in Philly, they don't play. They don't play down there. And look at all the teams they got down them sides as well in different sports.
In McLaren, we don't play. Soon come. Carry on.
You know, we're gonna ring the airwaves, boy.
We'll turn this show into a phone-in show. I promise.
No hype.
We will bring anybody that's in the crowd right now, McLaren fans. If you want to come on and talk, actually, you know what? I'm gonna shout out Kunle. Let's see where Kunle's at. He's a McLaren fan. He's a McLaren fan. He's got some words to say.
He must do. He must do. He must do, because that's what we're gonna have to do, boy. Is get people to come on the radio and rant, bro, and say what you have to say regarding this McLaren team.
Because
that's for sure.
Yeah. So let us know if you want to come on.
Yeah.
And
there's got to be
we'll arrange it.
Yeah, there's got to be a way we can sort that out for sure, no doubt. Let me spin through these comments as well. Nathan says Ocon securing that P5 to 7 every race, eating up like that gap on McLaren. Yeah, man.
My head was kettled, man. I was like, I was like, allow it, man. And then right at the end, like 2 laps at the end, Alonso overtook Bottas for P10.
Yeah. Esti, in these streets, boy. Esteban in these streets. Scoobon Football says Helmut Marko spoke about some drivers on the grid. If you heard about it, what are your thoughts? Laid into Ricciardo, inconsistent. Science trouble. Gasly blame game. Albon, nice guy. I saw this from Ted Kravitz's. This is from Ted Kravitz's notebook. Or I think it was the Sprint notebook or the Quali notebook. I can't remember. But he was basically saying that there's this thing at Red Bull. When you get to the Red Bull ring, there's like a book thing or whatever that they have. I can't remember what he called it now. It's gone, but maybe in the comment section you don't have said anything about it. But anyway, he has this thing where he opened up about all of this and he literally was spraying bullets like that. Scoop, to be fair, I thought it was not real, bro. I thought to myself, there's no way he's going off like this.
Low key, that's his job though.
For real.
When you think about it, that's his job though, no?
For real.
For him to be open about it though.
It's another level. That's another level. We need an episode of him on the next season's Netflix, boy. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Ain't nobody want to see that shit.
Listen, bro. I'm all good to see Gunter and whatnot. But give me some helmet, bro. If this is how he's talking,
helmet's crazy. Helmet's crazy. Do you not remember how he was back in the day with Vettel?
Yeah,
who's that guy? Who's that guy? There was another driver that blocked Vettel in practice. I forgot his name, but he was driving for like the sister team.
Was it Hartley?
No, it wasn't Hartley. This is back in the day.
Oh, back
some
in
Italian
the day.
Don. Is it some Italian Don? Some French
Buemi.
Don? I can't remember.
It's not Buemi.
It's the other. Alguersuari blocked him in practice. Yeah, blocked Vettel in practice. Tell me why Helmet went to the paddock, to his paddock, started hotting him on camera. Anybody you want to find out? Go on YouTube. That's on YouTube, bro.
I need to.
Helmet was absolutely. Franz Tost didn't say a word. Didn't say a word. I was like, your driver's getting cooked. Your driver is getting cooked by Helmut Marko for blocking Vettel,
bruv.
In practice, you know, not even qualified. Practice, you know.
Helmut could get rid of Franz Tost's wages, bruv. Franz ain't saying nothing, boy.
I agree with what you said, though. The comments.
Science trouble. Well, I didn't know about the science trouble thing.
Science is like I mentioned last week. He does the politics. That's why it's trouble. It's got nothing to do with on track. He does all the politics. He's trying. Okay. He gets his dad involved. He tries to get people on his side. That kind of stuff. He tries to make it that type of situation within the team. You know what I'm saying?
What are you telling me? Watch this space.
The second he tried to do that at the Red Bull program, he was like, "Get him out of it." It's not like it wasn't because of talent. That's why he left. He was like, I need to be in control of my own destiny. But Ricciardo, inconsistent, 1,000,000%. If he said that about him from the beginning, when he was at Red Bull, he knows he's inconsistent. Gasly blame game. Gasly was moving a bit mad when he was at Red Bull.
Yeah, I think this is all from their time at Red Bull. Ironically, or Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, Gasly blame game. Gasly basically blamed Adrian Newey for why he was doing badly. And Adrian Newey said, "Get the fuck out of it. I don't ever want to see you again." Because for all people at Red Bull, for all people to beef at Red Bull, you decided to beef Adrian Newey. You're out of it. Yeah. Adrian Newey is probably more senior than Helmut Marko.
He's way more
senior than he calls the shots there. People always forget about the dynamic here. People think it's like it's a Horner Marko thing.
Yeah.
Newey's the top. Newey's at the top.
Yeah.
When it comes to what's going on in that team, like on the ground.
You can create the car. Do you know the one? You can create the car.
And then Gasly was basically shouting about, "Oh, where's my? Let me see the telemetry. Let me see the data. I need the car built in a certain way. I don't like the way it is right at the moment. You can't say that to a car designer.
Yeah,
These
not in your
guys are-
first year either.
These
Not even in your
these guys
first
are
year.
low key. They're arrogant. They're like, what? So
Mm.
you saying my design is not working?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
you can't.
That's why Gasly can never go back to Red Bull. As long as Adrian Newey's there, he ain't going back to Red Bull.
Mm.
Forget about Albon, nice guy. That's true. He was too nice. I don't think he is now. I think he acknowledged it. I had listened to a podcast of it or something like that. I think it was Beyond the
Grid.
Like yeah, and he said basically, he kind of alluded to that they thought it was a bit of a nice guy. And then when he was on the sidelines last year, he kind of got that out of it.
Good on him. Good on him.
So that's good, man.
Yeah, he had a very harsh lesson in Formula One, so good on him. Alonso is just here for vibes and to piss off the FIA. I have to stand. Yeah, you gotta love Fernando Alonso. Vettel probably wanted to rock man's jaw. I can't see Vettel in beef, man. I can't see Vettel swinging like that. I don't know. That don't seem the way to me.
He's wearing a t-shirt with "Save the Bees" on it. What are you talking about?
And walked out. How angry are you getting this guy? Do you know what I'm saying? And Cameron says, bruh, what's it? Hi, Deck. What is it?
So I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I don't know. Bro, I don't know what this team is anymore. We're the laughing stock meme team on TikTok, having us in 4K putting on tires backwards. Listen, man, we got to just got to grind through it, people. We've got to grind through it, man. You never know. Oxy Driss said Alpine are so unserious. They pit Alonso and he comes out 7th with the new mediums and the tire was loose and he clocked and then just said pit again so they wouldn't get a penalty for unsafe release. Arrest Alpine.
Look, listen. Why did they? Do you know what they basically did? Yeah, they made Alonso climb a mountain for no reason. Because remember where he was in the sprint race?
Yeah.
This body could have got a podium, low key.
Legit.
Because if Hamilton could go from 8th to a podium, and Alonso actually had the pace in his car, what the hell? Why did you sabotage him like this?
Legit sabotaged him. They did.
Man didn't even get to do the sprint race, so he didn't even get the opportunity to get points in the sprint race. He's getting shagged.
Yeah. He is. No, he is. Talking on DTS, I said this is why MotoGP Unlimited. I've got that saved.
It's proper,
bro.
Told you about it. It's proper.
Yeah, man. You did. It's saved. It's on the archive. It's right there. Don't worry, David. Big up yourself, my G. Saying it was Hard Knocks regarding the show you were talking about. They need to introduce engineers, and other members to give it insight. on like DTS and things of that nature. For sure. Yo, we are well behind on the comments. Let me try and speed up and catch us up. We tried to do better this week now, and we're still falling behind. Hysterical says, right, how do you see us going for the rest of this year? And how do we improve for next year? Also, did you guys see Vettel and Albon links? Would you go for them or retain Danny Rick?
Yeah, we need to speak at the last point, definitely.
That last point came out of nowhere, and it was like,
should we do this from the beginning? This question, should we answer it from the beginning?
Yeah, we'll do it from the beginning. How do we see the rest of the team guys here? So I still think we'll finish P4 in the constructors, believe it or not, because although Alpine is a rocket, whether it finishes races, I don't know. Finishing races is what will get you is better over time. Right now, it's scary hours. We're worried, but I think the fact that I have faith in the Mercedes engine, and I think over time we're going to be collecting points because we collect points when we shouldn't be collecting them, and that's a good sign. As bad as we are this year, so I think we will still finish P4. And how do we improve next year? Arrest James Key. You know them ones.
We need to do something. I think this year P5 for me. I think the Alpine is just going to improve because when you're in that situation, you're kind of in control of your own destiny. Sure. And when your second driver's got more points than the first driver, you're in a laughing situation because the remontada from Alonso is going to happen anyway. It's going to come no matter what. So they're gonna slap some more points. The remontada from Ricciardo, I don't know about that one.
Remontada, no way, bro.
It's not going to happen. So I think expectation for next year, I think we need to improve. We need to be where Mercedes is right now. We need to just be a couple tenths off the front. We need to be like 5 tenths, 6 tenths off the front. Right now, we're 1 second off the front two. That's ridiculous. We need to cut that time significantly. And then the last point is, listen, they said they're going to retain, literally came out Saturday saying we're retaining, or was it Saturday or Monday? I don't know. I can't remember. I'm losing my days. They've said, basically, Zach Brown said Danny Rick staying for 2023.
Yeah.
Which makes me think the ball is very much in Ricciardo's court if he wants to leave on. Where if he wants to go to another team, we'll just draw up a settlement. We'll sort that out for him. Or if he wants to go to one of our sister teams in IndyCar, whatever, we'll sort it out for him. So Zach Brown, him saying that is not saying that he's going to drive for us in 2023. He's basically telling the world it's in Daniel Ricciardo's hands. What's going to happen? So for everybody that's watching out here and listening to us, it's in Daniel Ricciardo's court. But if Daniel Ricciardo decides to leave or swap, he could swap to go to Williams, which is the Albon link, or he could swap to go to Vettel. Go to Aston Martin, which is the Vettel link. Because Vettel's basically said today, I ain't interested in not getting points and not winning races.
Facts.
He literally came out and said it this weekend. I'm not interested. And Albon is a good talent, and he's only got a 1-year deal. So his deal runs out this year and haven't even confirmed him for next year.
Weirdly.
So
who are you taking?
Market. Who am I taking? Albon.
Really?
I'll take Albon.
See, I'm taking Vettel. That's interesting.
Do you think Vettel will develop the car?
Yes.
The reason I picked Albon is because he developed the Red Bull this year. That was his job. He was in a simulator for bloody 7 days a week. So remember, and then on the odd day here and there, they had him doing reconstructions of Silverstone. Yeah. So they had him working around the clock. He spoke about it intensely that he's kind of proud that the car's doing really well because of how hard he worked in the simulator and working with the team to get that car sorted out. To me, makes me think, yo, this guy knows what he's talking about. And now I look at Aston Martin, yo, that car stinks, bro.
The car stinks.
And Vettel was involved in that process.
True, but Vettel's getting more than what the Aston Martin can provide. Danny Rick is not getting more than what the McLaren can provide. And I go based on that. And he's a 4-time world champion. I can't ignore that. And he's not even like, I know we've said he's finished at a top team, but I think he offers more to McLaren than Albon does.
I'm not that shameless to say Albon's better than Vettel. I would never do that. I'm not that shameless. I'm not the biggest fan of Vettel, but I would never say Albon's better than him. I'm purely looking at he's young, he's Thai, so he brings in money with his old Red Bull links and stuff like that. They're friends. Him and Norris are friends. They grew up together. I think Norris said that's his karting hero when he was younger. Albon was his karting hero.
Yes, I remember hearing. I was like, "Yo, done."
And he developed the RB18. That's one of the best cars on the grid right now. And it's the ground effect car.
Those are some strong cases you've made. And if Albon ended up being there, I ain't pulling my hair out. You know, there's not really a bad choice out of the two, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. On Albon, though, Cameron says, all drivers to survive taught me. I couldn't even get through the sentence.
I can't say that, man.
I can't even get through the sentence without dying.
Hey, listen, I can't say it. You know why? Because Albon could be our future driver. So
yeah, for real. But how funny is this, man? Oh my god, Peter, where is the? I mentioned this one earlier. Double points for McLaren with faulty brakes. We have the streets.
we can't really ignore it though, because remember a couple of weeks ago when we got double points, we were doing double points. Yo. Now we can't be asked for double points.
Look at us, innit?
Because man.
I'm sitting there like, yo, blood, just give me some. I just need some. Do you know what it is though? It's because it was a punch to the gut on Friday, right, and another punch in the face on Saturday. By Sunday, I hadn't recovered yet, and so the fact that we finished P7, P9, I was like, no, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Even the Danny Rick one, I was like, whatever. Sights and thing went out, like whatever.
Danny Rick got points, man. What the hell?
Can I tell you something?
Remember Baku got double points and it was the same amount.
In 11 races, how many times do you think Danny Rick got points this season? In 11 races.
Me swallowing my drink, I'm like. I'm gonna
In
say
11 races,
five.
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 You see, you're a criminal. You're one of them. You're one of them. You're one of them. Where were the 5? Tell me where the 5 are, because he only done it 3 times. Because of on Sunday was his 3rd time this season. He finished in the points. What?
He's got 17 points. He's got 17 points. Where's he? How has he accumulated that in 3 races? Where did he finish? He must have finished one of those races like 5th.
Yeah, something. I think he did like a 6 or something like that. I think he did like a 6th or 5th or one of them races there. And don't forget, I think he didn't get any points for the sprint. I don't know the early sprint.
He got points for the sprint in Imola because he finished like 5th or 6th or something.
Exactly. So that he has got 3 points finishes this season in 11 races.
Yeah,
I've had enough. I've had a friggin' enough.
Okay, okay. Another point for Albon as well. He's already been at a top team and he's got podiums and he got points and stuff like that as well. So it's not like he's a completely meaty guy. I'm just thinking Vettel might be too polarizing, and then Norris will feel a bit insecure and all that kind of shit. He's not gonna feel. He won't feel insecure about Albon at all.
True. Nah, that's fair. That's true. But say if Red Bull win the constructors, Ferrari is actually mudded. Finally, bro, Ferrari are mudded. Because here's the spoiler alert. Red Bull are winning the championship this year. Red Bull are winning the Drivers' Championship this year.
What's the thing that you said on our podcast as well? Who's going to finish ahead of Ferrari in constructors?
And Mercedes are going to finish in 2nd. They will be P2 because how on earth is Lewis Hamilton got his 3rd podium, his third place in a row this season? How? Huh? Explain to me how. Who's had more points in the last 3 races, Mercedes or Ferrari?
Listen,
and Mercedes and yet Ferrari have 2 wins.
I tweeted this off the pit stop account. Why are Ferrari and Red Bull only locked out the podium 3 times this season?
Ask the question.
Have shame.
Ask the question.
Your car is 1 second faster than everybody. Have shame that you can only lock it out 3 times.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean it's Charles Leclerc's first win since Australia? What? And his first podium since Miami? Nah.
Stinks, man.
Nah. They're mudded, my friend. Don't worry. Joe A says, lock up James Key, man.
Bang your doors, bro.
Bang your doors. 2018, Danny Rick could have been in the fight, but the engine blew up every other race, which is what you were alluding to beforehand. David says, fam, since Braun, the team principals at Ferrari have not been serious. There's been clowns, bruv. Although Mattia, I don't know. Where are you with Mattia? I don't know.
He's a clown, man.
Clown, yeah?
You're scaring the hose, man. What are you doing with your engine? Let's deep it. Let's deep it. No, because I'm gonna get mad right now. Let's deep it. Yeah? Everybody wants to praise Bonotto, yeah. Bonotto said we're working on this engine, specifically engine from 2019. He's working on it. The guy is skipping races. He's not even at the race. He's like, I'm at Maranello working on this engine. Tell me why this engine's blowing up. I'm putting him on fraud watch. I swear to God, because your only job was to do the engine, and he didn't do it. I don't care about the strategy and anything else. Your engine is blowing up. It should not be blowing up. You had 3.5 years to work on this engine, bro.
For real. And if you're saying that they're saying like, look, we can't even fix this thing.
Mother's life. If he weren't skipping races, I'd be calm with him. The guy weren't even turning up to races. Multiple races. He's like, I'm at Maranello working on our new engine. Why is your new engine a pizza oven? Tell me.
That wooden fire, bro.
Wood fire. Fire away.
Oh my God. Listen, Science was trying to do his best Lewis Malaysia 2016 impression with all that. No.
Low key was in the title fight.
Like he was. He's low key in the title.
Not anymore.
Is it done now?
Bro, he was 11 points behind Leclerc. Yeah, if he finished 3rd, he would still be in touching distance to those guys. He's not nowhere near now. He's finished. He went home with a bagel, bro. Bagel 0.
It's all mad. Neighbor says Lando gonna ask for a buyout in 2024.
Bro, Dame Lillard. What are we talking about?
Look at his picture. Look at his picture there. He's got the one guy that's trying to run away from that big contract. And KD, Brooklyn Nets is a mess.
Man said a buyout, you know. This ain't the NBA, man. Man said buy out.
No shame to have that guy on your picture as well, man. If Red Bull don't pattern their tire deg for France, it's going to be pain. What was the issue with the tire deg situation? Was that an excuse? Do you not just think Ferrari will just nang in Australia?
Ferrari were fast.
It's Austria.
Why was Max Verstappen's tires dusted by lap 11? Let's be serious right now. When has Red Bull done that this season? Now, when is and Max knows how to manage tires. So what was going on there? And why did they only stick with mediums and hards? Why did they not slap on the softs?
See, I didn't believe it. I just thought it was a smoke screen, just to because Ferrari were that good. I just thought it was a cover up.
If a team overtakes you 3 times on track, that means your tires are finito. 3 times. Why do you have to pit so much times?
Yeah. And to get passed by Leclerc 3 times.
Pitted 3 times and was slow. He was slow.
Yeah, he wasn't quick at all.
How you put a man's putting on Leclerc was putting on fresh tires. By 2 laps, he was next to you.
His
tires are not even warm yet. So
it's not even peak. Yeah, they're not even peak.
Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Miami, but the other way around.
Oh, yeah, of course.
The tire deck. Like Leclerc's tires was dusted.
And how hot was Miami?
Miami was like, I think it's the hottest race of the year this year.
So, because I wonder, doesn't Red Bull always perform well in the heat? And it seems like in the cooler temperatures, Ferrari seem to get their stuff together. Why do I think that?
No, because Imola, they put 1-2 on the head and it was raining. So that's where the anomaly is. Basically, they said they don't know why. Honda said he don't know why. What's going on? Why that particular race? And it's weird because it's not a setup issue because it didn't happen in quali and it didn't happen in the sprint race. So why did it happen in the real race?
Yeah, that's
the guy Max was calm for 21 laps in the race, but by lap 11 in the real race, he was dead.
Yeah, he was done. I don't know. It just doesn't. That didn't make any sense. But PB's right.
But Max was very calm about it, so I don't know whether they knew what was going on. But he was very relaxed. He was very relaxed. Max after the race.
Big up Mattia Zambaldi, man heard Mattia Bonotto and he had to jump on board. Big up Mattia, you're doing good, my friend. Come on, Charles. You'll see, guys. Ferrari soon will get the power unit that Haas had this weekend. Mick S was fast, wasn't he? Ask Lewis. Mick Schumacher and Lewis Hamilton, bro. I'll tell you, there was some swinging going on. I love the defending from Mick Schumacher this weekend on Lewis. Big up to Mick. But yeah, as you know, Mattia's saying, look, man, the Ferrari engine is there. Don't watch that when we get that new pack. But at the same time, Mattia, look, Charles has only got 3 wins this year in 11. Just remember, just know, he's a staunch Ferrari fan as well. So
it's a 38-point lead right now, which is nothing in Formula One.
No, it's nothing in Formula One. In fairness, we will see how the next couple of races go. Be very interesting to see how it goes in France for both teams. Nathan says F1 stewards are a weekly howler. Unfortunately, you're correct. But the thing is, they just pick up anyone random. Like I could just rock up to be a steward, couldn't I? And or be whatever marshal or whatever it is at Silverstone, and I could have an absolute stinker. I've got no training whatsoever.
The brother put down the fire extinguisher when he saw the car on fire and ran the other direction. That's not plausible. That's not like.
You go to court for that kind of stuff.
That's manslaughter.
You can go to court for that for sure.
You saw a man on fire and you thought, nah, let me just put this fire extinguisher down. Let me go get someone else.
The slow-mo when Carlos is calling the stewards over, it looks so dumb. It's like, what a free man standing there doing nothing when there's a car barbecuing before your very eyes. We're seeing the radiator of the car, bro. I saw the radiator of the car.
It's stressful, man. It's proper stressful. Like, I don't understand why. But stewards are volunteers, so I can't really get onto them like that. But please give them adequate training, man. Give them
training and pay them properly as well. Because I bet
pay them instead of no, they don't even pay them. They're free, innit?
Are they free? Is it legit free?
Volunteer thing. Hey, F1 fix up, man. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty. That is nasty. You know what I'm saying? That guy that saved Grosjean's life, he got nothing.
How much stewards get killed, man? Come on, man. Big man thing.
You know?
Be serious, man.
For real. No, for real.
Nasty stuff, man.
Oh boy. PB says if there was a full safety car, Charles wouldn't have done a Max Saudi 2021. Take everyone down with him, inject it. That would have been funny. I can't lie. I'd have liked to have seen that.
It would have took man up.
I'd have liked to have seen that still. Nathan says, you man letting Newey go has cursed your team. Yeah, no. It's annoying, like it's annoying.
Do you think we let him go? We didn't let him go.
You
Red Bull chucked some money at him, bro.
They threw the bag. What was this in 06? What year was this? 06, 07?
No, 2006. No. 2007.
Was it 7?
2007.
That was the first year Adrian went.
Yeah, because he didn't make that car. He didn't work with Lewis Hamilton. Knew it.
Oh, did he not?
No.
Oh yeah, of course no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I thought he went earlier. Okay. I thought he literally joined Red Bull, like when Red Bull became a Red Bull team.
I remember listening to a story about how they signed him. Like they kept on inviting him to their paddock, like when they first opened up, because they used to be like the party team, innit?
The party team, yeah.
And then it was one of those ones. I think it was Coulthard was talking to a lot.
Yeah, I heard Coulthard and him were really, really good close friends. People, we got a special guest in the building.
Oh!
We got a special guest in the building. Yeah, you called for him. Here he is, the man himself, Canada's finest, Nigeria's finest, Kunle in the building. What's going on, my G?
Yo, brother, I'm good, man. I see you 2 days in 3 days, twice in 3 days.
Yes,
what you telling me,
people. Yeah, man, we're talking McLaren, boy. We're talking McLaren. We're getting through these comments, but yeah, man.
I've been watching, but firstly, in my head, hold that. Danny Rick is trash. He ain't making it out the hood. I've been told you, brother. From last year, from Bahrain last year.
I know. Yeah, let me tell the story. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story. Hey, Peter, this is nuts. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I think Kunle is the first person in the world that basically said we need to put Danny Rick under the lights.
Bahrain last year.
No,
I said it.
I think the first race he said this guy's not good enough.
The first race, I said it. I was like,
then
ain't good enough.
What was it? I think by Spain, he was like, get this guy out of here.
Bro, Norris was lapping him.
Oh man,
it was getting.
You said it before even the Monaco race. Monaco was like the nail in the coffin.
You don't get lapped. You get lapped in Monaco.
that car was fast.
Yeah, in the
last year was
McLaren,
fast.
Yeah, last year.
And then this year, look, my boy number 4 is at the flu game, is at the back game, is at the bad engine game, and boss like Danny Rick got a show. P8, like what's his best? Like, look, listen, I like Danny Rick. 5 years ago, the certain driver like 5 years ago, if you told me I'll be slandering them today, I'd be like, nah, you're capping. See, Danny Rick and Sergio Perez. I done the worst act on Sergio Perez as well. But you see that Danny Rick, brother? I don't know, man. Yeah, you see, if you ever had that dog in him, that dog walked away, bro. Like, the dog left.
Off the leash, bro.
The dog's gone.
RSPCA,
The dog got domesticated, bro. Ain't it. So, yeah. Oh, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Where we heading to McLaren, man? Is the Haas gonna be? Are we like? Is the Haas coming for us? Is Alpine coming for us?
Man. I'm not believing in Haas. I don't believe in Haas. I don't believe in Ferrari.
Are you worried about Alpine though?
Alpine's on our neck, man.
Level on points now.
Alpine's got that spaceship NASA in their car now, right?
And they got 2 performing drivers too. So
think about it. Alonso's had so much bad luck, and then they're drawing with us, and we're doing a madness to even get 81 points.
Yeah, no,
and they're not even finishing races. They're doing DNFs.
And that's where my piece comes from. Yeah, we're not doing well, but we're still there. Yet Alonso and the gang, if their car blows up, let their car blow up. It will blow up every now and again. So consistency over time. That's where my belief will come into this, and hopefully we still stay P4 in the constructors, man.
Yeah, Pierre, I get that, but like, look now, Lando Norris has had to like do like 3 races or 2.5 races with a bad engine.
Mhm.
2.5 races now. Yeah.
2.5 races now. Is that engine getting fixed anytime soon? Or
No, they put a brand new engine in Austria, and they did the installation wrong. They're moving like Virgin Media, bro. They just did the installation
Imagine.
wrong. They could. This is why this team's moving like clownery. They can't even put a fresh engine in properly, bro. So they had to use the old engine with -3 temps to go around the whole of Austria, which is a power dependent circuit. You could have finished way higher than P7. You could have finished way higher than P7.
Zach Brown,
So
man. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on over there. Daniel Ricciardo needs to start scoring points, because if we're against Alpine and they've got Alonso and they've got Ocon scoring points and a lot of points, we can't have Daniel Ricciardo sitting there with 17% of the points.
I mean, this man have Alonso starting like back of the grid and still scoring
points.
Like, it's scary hours.
That's scary. That's scary. We can't deny that.
If Danny Rick's at the end of the grid, where's he finishing?
Yeah. Next to Latifi, bro.
Probably like 2 seconds in front of Latifi. I don't know, man.
Kunle, I tried to be fair. I said this year I'm giving him a fresh start.
Till when?
PR said I'm giving him a fresh start and stuff like that.
Till when?
No, it's over. I snapped last week, bro.
He snapped. You absolutely snapped last week.
He got to get out of it. He's got to get out of it. I'm giving. Basically, I have to still support him because he's in the team for the rest of the year.
It hurts.
He has to get points.
It actually
but
hurts.
He's gone. He's gone.
It hurts to say. Like, I really, really used to like that Eric. Because it packed Vettel in. I'm like, okay, maybe.
He did pack him in.
Yeah. It packed him in. It sent him off like, yo, cheerio.
Yeah.
And then, man,
I don't know.
Yeah. What let me ask Conley. What do you think of this rumor of either Vettel or Albon entering the team for Ricciardo?
Okay, Vettel.
Who would you pick?
Weirdly enough, I think I'll pick Albon.
2-1.
I think I pick Albon.
I said Albon.
And you know why? Because Vettel, if things are not going right for Vettel, it's a bit. You don't know how to struggle no more. Like,
you'll stop
right now. We're struggling right now. Like, Vettel cannot do if the car is not set up optimum for Vettel. It's, I mean, and that's the case for most F1 drivers. But Vettel cannot, like. It's like, I've got 4 of these things. What am I stressing for? Like,
yeah,
legacy is secured. He is good. Vettel can be available, and there's going to be teams that would pick him up. But Albon's still, but Albon's, he's trying to be a UN ambassador for peace and, like,
That's how you know. That's where his priorities are, right?
He's in a different stage in his life.
Exactly.
Somebody like Albon. Albon was the reserve driver at Red Bull. He was developing their car. He was doing stuff. And he's friends with Norris. I think you need to have.
No, I don't want that friendship shit no more, bro.
No. But I think having people that are like around the same age within the team, like, it's orcs, man. That Ricciardo Norris relationship is awkward, bro.
See, I'm trying to like.
It is awkward.
I want this man to want to cut their head off. Like, I want to see competition into team.
Yeah, Norris will do that. I don't know if Albon will do that. Albon's a nice guy.
Zach Brown, man, we need to get rid of that guy, bro, because he's like friendly.
No, you can't do that.
Zach Brown's still friendly, man. See, let me tell you. Hey,
are you anti-Zach Brown? Are you anti-Zach Brown? Just make your confirmation, man. He's bringing money in there now.
I know he's bringing money, but, like, I look at him, I'm like, Charlie was horrible, but it wasn't like pally. And Ron Dennis was like, obviously, Ron Dennis like Antichrist, but like, niggas were scared of Ron Dennis.
Ron Dennis had everybody with a number 1 cut on their hair. Man said, "Don't barbers, number 1." You know how insane that is. Why did Alonso and Hamilton both have bald heads? You think that was their choice? That was their choice, bro. That was Ron Dennis. Shave your hair right now.
But Ron Dennis brought in like a competitive side of McLaren. Ron Dennis is not having this.
He was competitive.
He's not having this with Danny Rick.
He would have put him in the streets.
It would have told him, yo, sit in a simulator until you get this shit right.
So who's the guy?
If we have to,
who we having?
No, are you trying to
Albon.
say
I'll
we
take
need to-
Albon. I'll take
take-
Albon. But I feel like
Peter saying Vettel.
Peter. Why are you saying Vettel though?
Because
I might have missed that part. Why are you saying Vettel?
Nah, purely because look, Albon is still young. Listen, you've made great points for Albon. In fact, Mahad did make me think give it a hard, long think about it. But off the jump, I look at Vettel and he's somebody who I agree that he's sort of at a different stage in his life. He's done his thing, and does he really care? I'm not really giving. He's not Kimi Raikkonen. He is more so Fernando Alonso in the sense like, look, I've come back. I want to start winning again. I want to know what it feels like to be finishing in these points. And if there's a car that can give him half the chance, because if you think about what he's done in the Aston Martin, by the way, is trailer park trash. But look at what he's done in it. He's done a fairly decent job in that. And he would have definitely done. Listen, what we're asking for is better than Danny Rick. Now, that might not even be difficult. That might not even be difficult to ask.
Do you think Vettel wants that Lando Norris smoke though?
Listen,
We saw it
he'll put him in a fat spliff. Don't get me wrong, but the car is there. The car is there for him to do something in. The way Danny Rick's acting is as if he's in an Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Norris is acting as if he's in an Alpine. So which one is it? Which car do we have?
True.
It makes no sense to me.
Look, the thing is, look, how can I be in a position where I don't know what this car is because of the disparity of the drivers?
Because
I don't know.
exactly.
Like we don't know.
I don't know
if
if the
we
car
don't
is
know
good
the
or
real
not.
pace of the car.
Yeah, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Like the car is not the best, or second best, or third best. But
Sure.
how do I
don't
know the exact position where it is compared to like the other like not so fast cars?
Bro, we're yo-yoing between 4th and 9th. Is that even normal?
It's not. It's not normal.
That's not
But
normal.
we have 64 points, right? In the construct. No, sorry, we have 81 points.
Norris has 60.
Norris has 64 points.
And we have 81 points total. Okay. What we can agree on is one, Danny Rick needs to get the step in. However, we know that he's at least contracted till the end of next season. So we're gonna have to just swallow this pain. And just this is why it's called for me. It's the Lando Norris-Mercedes. It's not the McLaren-Mercedes. And I'm ready to just support Lando Norris from here till the end of 2023.
Orlando has all of my support. As much
You know
as
what I'm
he
saying?
wants.
I wouldn't even I would never ever get like, one team driver merch. I usually get a team merch. Fam, I'm ready to slap that Lando hoodie on. No hype. I'm ready for it. LN4. I'm here all day.
Well, no DR3, no?
Nah, DR3. Huh? Ever since, you know what's so funny? Yeah, you know when I started finding him sus when he went to Renault and he started getting all these gimmicks on his helmet. I said, "Yo, I know Red Bull don't like to let you play around it with your helmets and stuff, but discipline is needed for some people, and it was needed for Danny Rick.
It should have stayed at Renault, man, and then we would have had Alonso at least. At least I know Alonso's going to get 100% out of the car.
He would have squeezed everything out of that car.
Alonso's not going to drive at 50% capacity like that.
But did Alonso want to come back though?
He wanted to get back into the sport. So
he went to Alpine, bro. He went to Alpine. When you think about the time he signed the contract with the Renault and how trash the Renault was that time, yeah, man, he wanted to get back in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? He would have taken the Haas if he could. He just wanted to get back in, like. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Talking about Danny Rick is depressing, not gonna lie.
It's tough, man.
Listen, we spoke about him last week. I went on a crazy rant. I was moving like I was Skip Bayless, bro. My head was gone. Get the man gone. I know that realistically the contract he's getting 15 million this year. He's getting 15 million next year. We are some broke motherfuckers. We're not gonna pay him to get out. We're not gonna do a settlement 20 mil. You'll hold that. We're not gonna do that. So it might be a situation where
15,
it's crazy,
bro.
No, what people need to understand. People are saying, this is what kills me. I'm seeing it online. I don't know if you've seen it, Kunle, that McLaren are sabotaging Ricciardo. Are you people insane?
Why would you sabotage someone you're paying 15 million?
Insane? Are you people insane? We signed this guy to be the number one driver. What are you talking about?
Hey.
This time last year, no, not this time last year, beginning of last year, the perception was Ricciardo's leading the team. Norris is going to follow suit. Nobody in their right mind thought Norris is better.
Basically.
We signed this guy on a bloody Supermax to think he's going to be carrying us.
Man, turns
out he's a dud.
We went into free agency thinking we're signing LeBron. Bro, we signed Lance. We signed Lance Stevenson, bro.
Bro, we're finished. We signed not even last season. We signed J.R. Smith, bro.
J.R. Smith.
That's who we've signed. And we gave him a Supermax. That's why we're in financial problems. Because if I'm Norris's agent out at the beginning of the season, that's why I signed the contract. Because Norris's agent is that, why are you not paying our client more than Daniel Ricciardo? So they had to give Norris 20 million.
I know that's the trick. That's the tricky part, right? Because like now everyone knows Danny Rick got 15, right? The next driver that's gonna come in is gonna be like, yo, you paid Danny Rick 15. I'm not taking 7.
That's why you can't sign Vettel.
Exactly. Vettel's not gonna take less than 15. Because guess what? Danny Rick got 15. How many race wins does Danny Rick have in his whole career?
Danny Rick, I think he's got 7.
How many
champions? 8
wins. Vettel's got like 40 something, no?
He's got 54.
54, yeah, 54. Vettel's got 4 world championships. Danny Rick's
Vettel's gonna
0.
Vettel will smoke us in the negotiation.
Vettel's like,
that's the thing, yeah. That's the thing. He'll put us to dry.
Let's keep it a buck. I've won a championship more recently than you have won a championship. I'm the prize, baby. Pay me.
Hey, yo, Kudley.
And Vettel's gonna get 25 from us.
Shout out to J.R. Henny. J.R. Henny.
J.R. Henny. Let's put some respect on his name.
Shout out J.R. Smith.
What do you think about this one, though? Do we need Briatore?
Hey, listen.
I missed that man. Man.
He's on flight logs. We can't be involved with that guy.
No.
In a certain black book, we can't put him involved.
Listen. As soon as he walks through the door, then all of a sudden, all our assets are gone. There's no McLaren anymore, boy. I can't take that risk.
That McLaren Technology Center is finished.
It's done, bro. Rubinho says, how we doing, lads? It has not been a glorious weekend. Pole position and Danny Rick in the top 10. He's climbing the table, boys.
I block that man, bro. Block him.
He's violating.
Block him. He's trying to block. Nah.
Yeah. Also, Bun Red Bull, specifically them Max fans, morons.
Yeah, man. We spoke about that on Pit Stop, man. If you want to listen to that, listen to the pod.
I had like a 5-minute. I had like a 5-minute rant about the organization. So yeah, I'm not talking about them no more.
Them man there. Hey, what? Bandam didn't know you was from Canada, bro.
Toronto, baby.
Let the streets know.
Nah, I'm from Lagos. Let's not get it. Me, I'm a simple man. I'm a Lagos man. I'm from Lagos.
I'm a simple man.
What on the street is that I'm in Canada because I'm on witness support. That's what the street.
No, you're not, man. You're there for he's there for Caravana. That's what he's there.
But I'm just here to enjoy. I'm just here to enjoy the summer.
Oh man,
that's it.
Hey, good women out there.
Yeah, good women.
Of
all races.
Oh my God, lads! Yeah. Before we wrap up, man, listen. Look, there's the driver standings right now, as we've mentioned before. Lando Norris P7, 64 points. Ricciardo P12, 17 points. What's going on? Constructors somehow we're still P4 tied with the Alpine, man. What are we rating out of 10 in terms of
this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. So Norris, what are we rating him out of 10?
Oh, he gets a 10 out of 10.
Is he 10?
He maximized that situation. He had 5 seconds penalty on his head. He had an engine that was minus. He had a 5-second penalty that he served, and he had an engine that was 3 temps down.
Yeah,
and he still finished 7th.
The engine was in a differential. So,
ironically, he literally could have been chatting to Russell and Hamilton in that race.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. Tazim says, big up Tazim, hope you're good, bro. Says, from Kunle saying Vettel won a championship more recently than McLaren. I just remember McLaren haven't won a constructor since 98. Yeah,
Tazim, delete that comment.
He's a Ferrari man as well.
I know you're a Ferrari man. Delete that comment, bro.
Yeah, listen, I'll give Lando. He's got the 5-second penalty. He still finished P7. He finished behind a Haas though, bro. And Ocon. I mean, Ocon. Listen,
that one his fault, man. That one.
It's not even his fault. I can't go 10 though. Can't give him 10 out of 10.
All right. Okay. I'll narrow it down. I'm not gonna say. I won't say 10. I'll say. 7.
I'm gonna go 8.
Solid 7.58 for me.
Yeah.
Solid 7.58.
If you could swap Danny Rick with another number 2 driver that would complement Norris, who would it be?
Number 2? Across the board?
Yeah, let me think about this.
What are the number 2s that we have? Okay, there's if we're looking at Ocon and Alonso, what are we taking as number 2 there?
I'd say Ocon.
Ocon's number 2, right? That's Ocon
I would
at
say
list.
so, yeah.
That's Ocon at list. Where else? Mick and Kevin.
Who's number 2 there?
I'll take any of them over Danny Rick, to be fair.
I would have taken Mick. Come on, let's be serious.
Well, are you not believing in the new Mick in this new reborn British Grand Prix
This
Mick?
guy's running around like he's Pac, man, saying, "Oh yeah, I found out Lewis Hamilton's only human." Who are you, bro? You literally got points 2 races in a row. You got points.
No, Mahad, you gotta read the full article. Mahad, you gotta read the full article.
I don't care. You're running like a Pac. I'm not reading it.
You gotta read the full article. It was just
Why
saying.
am I've never in my life read an article about Michael Schumacher, so why am I gonna read about Mick? Huh?
Leave Michael's son alone, man.
Michael's son, Ralph's nephew. Come on, man.
Ralph's nephew.
Right now is Michael's son.
Speaking
I'm
of
waiting
Ralph,
for that Ralph's nephew.
Did you man see that the BMW, the Williams BMW came to town and they got Andrea Seidel. I think Ralph was in the car and they got Andrea Seidel to start the engine. Did anyone see about that?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, man, it's in these streets, boy. It's in these streets. They fired up the BMW, Williams BMW, man. Ralph was in it, and
Seidel worked on that car, or something.
Yeah, he worked on that car exactly. Back in the
day.
day. Number 2 driver. Okay,
I'm gonna.
Who else are we looking at? Number 2 driver. Not the Williams, because Latifi is trash. Let's walk up the grid. Let's from the bottom to the top.
Would you take Stroll?
Stroll. No, you see, I'm always. I wouldn't take Stroll. I don't know. I like Stroll.
Stroll, but it's okay. Be serious right now, straight face, both of you. Yeah, it's Stroll better than Ricciardo.
Is it better overall? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
What's the point?
But Stroll's been coming from they've been qualifying badly and he's been finishing 11, 12.
He's done half decent.
That Kai's driving is not that good either.
But if your options are Stroll or get Ricciardo,
does Russell count? Does Russell count?
Oh,
I mean, it does. He's a number 2 driver, no? No, everyone.
I'm looking now. I'm looking at Russell.
All the teams ahead of McLaren
can't count.
Cannot count because obviously
the
number 2 driver
is the second man.
I'll take Perez. I'll take Russell. I'll probably take Sainz.
Yeah.
Okay, if we're looking at them, I'm not taking Latifi. That stinks.
No, Latifi. Definitely not Latifi. Zhao.
Not Mick.
No. Zhao, I don't know. Stroll's.
I'll take. It's Ocon. You know, the answer's Ocon.
Ocon. Yeah.
Over Yuki.
Ocon.
I like Yuki though, man.
I do like Yuki, but yeah, he's smelling, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yuki's been meaty, to be fair, in recent races.
But the thing is, how good is Ocon? How good is he though?
He's got 52 points, bro.
He's got 50. I mean, that's all that matters.
He's not done. No one is. You know, when it comes to this midfield thing, yeah, it's literally Norris and Ocon, and everybody else is just no one.
So if you look at Ocon, yeah, look at his performances. He's not done too many things wrong.
No, that's true. But he's just not risky. That's my only issue with Ocon. He's too prang. He's just not risky enough for me. Because I think there's a lot more. And I don't know whether that when he was with the Racing Board with the Force India back with was it with Perez?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was back then where they had their little beef.
They had a little field crashes and stuff.
And I'm wondering whether that's kind of took his edge off a little bit. Because that edgy Ocon was bloody good. I thought he was quick. I thought he had the pace. No doubt.
I thought so too at the time. Because I mean they picked him over Verline.
Yeah.
It was either him or Verline at the time, and they picked him. But I don't know, man. I feel like even though it's not that risky, even though it doesn't do crazy shit, it gets you points.
Mm.
And when your car's not the fastest, what do you want? Someone that's gonna get you at short points.
Yeah.
Who would you take, Ocon or Piastri?
I'm taking the driver that's driven in F1, so Ocon.
I'm taking the gamble. I'm going Piastri.
I mean, looking at what those F2 boys are doing doesn't make what he did last year.
Someone tweeted that. I don't know who it was, but
It doesn't make what he did last year that great no more. Like
it's basically
come on, man. How many?
That grid stinks, yeah. He won. He whacked the floor with him. Yeah. Now everybody's thinking,
did wipe the floor.
Yo, it looks a bit nuts now because
it's a bit
stinks, bro.
How many titles has he got in F2, Piastri?
Listen,
you can only get one.
Roberto.
Once you win it, you're one and done, right?
You're not allowed.
Roberto, Listen, last weekend, Roberto Mehri. Do you remember Roberto Mehri?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did an F2 race. He hasn't done any type of racing for a very long time. 31 years old, and he packed in everybody. He went from 18th to 3rd.
Just
so that grid stinks. That grid stinks. But that guy stinks. Roberto stinks. So I saw him doing a switcheroo on Deruvula, yeah? They're done. They're done. So that's why I saw a tweet saying, oh, what Piastri did last year might be looking funny under the lights. Because his competition was absolutely moody.
He didn't have competition.
No, he didn't.
But I'm still taking Ocon over Piastri.
Yeah, I'll take Ocon. Ocon's won a race. Ocon's got podiums.
He's got podiums. Ocon was getting podiums. He got podiums in Racing Point.
Yeah, man.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows how to develop a car. He worked for Mercedes, reserve driver. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got a total.
Will he clash with Lando? 100%.
Yeah, he's stubborn though.
Danny Rick out of 10.
I won't be too harsh. I'll say 6.
Yeah, I mean, considering where he qualified and where he finished, he did make progress. So
he got points.
6.5.
I'll go 6. Yeah, I'll give him 6. And what about the team overall strategy? The weekend in terms of just from start to finish, from Friday to Sunday. Overall, what's the team saying?
2. Because the fact that if you can't install an engine correctly, and fresh engine,
yeah, it's a howler.
What are you doing? I mean,
I'll give them 4 because they got fastest pit stop.
for the wrong guy as well. They did it for Daniel Ricciardo.
You know what? I mean,
for the wrong frigging guy.
You give credit where credit's due.
Do you know what? One weekend, guys, everything's gonna come together.
I hope you're right.
We're gonna get a P2.
I hope you're right.
I won't even say win.
Nah, a P2. I mean, I'll bite your hand off for a P2. 98. I wasn't even born. Yo,
get the hell out of here, man.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
All right, listen. I'll tell you right now. We won in 2007 by a mile. Yeah,
by a country mile.
But Max Mosley is a pagan.
Yeah, he's a friggin'.
Alonso's the pagan.
Nah, leave Alonso out of this. Leave Alonso.
No, do you know who's the real pagan? Trudy Coughlin. Because why are you going to a normal photocopying place and leaving the photocopies there?
That's a stinker. That's an absolute stinker.
And Mr. Coughlin, why are you getting your missus to do the photocopy?
For real, like, what are you doing?
You're photocopying your Ferrari documents and you're going to a Staples to do it. Are you all right?
I'm not gonna lie, McLaren, it's been banter era for a while, bro.
My whole life, McLaren has been a disappointment. We've gone through the mire. Mick had a single fight with Max in a semi-decent car and thought he was that guy. No.
He thinks he's got the juice, man. I've had enough.
I thought Mick was humble, man. He comes across as a humble guy. I don't know, man. If we reach the point where we're genuinely questioning Stroll over Daniel, it's time to get him out of that team. It's enough. For sure, bro. For sure. Oxy saying, before we wrap up with the last couple here, Oxy saying, you man should invest in Logan Sargent. He lost the F3 title being crashed out on the last race in 2020. He's missed a year and he's now second in F2 in his debut.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Look, let me not lie. I'm a simple man. Shout out to them guys in F2, F3. I don't watch them. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't really like care about them.
Yeah,
I'd rather invest my money in like PFC down the road, £1.
No, but hey, no. When Hugo jumps in F3, you need to start watching, bro. That's a McLaren driver.
Oh, when Hugo jumps in, I'll watch.
Yeah, the Nigerian.
I support everyone black.
The black. No, look. This is double, Kunle. Yeah, this is triple. Actually, he's black, he's Nigerian, and he drives for McLaren.
I'm watching. You have me. You have me.
Watching F3 races at 9 a.m., bro.
I'm waking up at 3:30 a.m. to watch feature races. I'm watching it.
That's when you know. That's when you know you got it bad. P2, how many DNFs do you want that to happen? That's a massive crash.
We need a hungry crash.
Hungry, man.
We need a hungry, don't we? Yeah, we need a hungry last year. That's
we need a combination. We need a combination of terrorism, Bottas, Stroll, Charles,
Mercedes.
Max. Still a madness.
Oh my days! And early France predictions. What are you off the jump? Where do we think? Who's on the podium? Who's winning the race? Where's McLaren finishing? Quali? What's going on?
This is gonna sound so nasty on this pod, but I'm saying Ferrari 1-2.
Oh,
they just look way faster than Red Bull.
That Red Bull tire, that Red Bull tire is spooky, and France is heavy on tires.
Poor Ricciardo.
They've got hella runoff for terrorism, so you're not going to get DNS from crashing.
Yeah, there's not going to be any DNS. I need it to piss down with rain. That's what I need.
Paris is going to go white like 3 times at least.
And then they'll be like, it's fine. Man gained like 4 seconds. It's fine.
Hand signs, yeah.
Yeah,
Signs,
I think a Ferrari is winning. I think a McLaren is in P6.
Do you think
we'll have a clean weekend?
Do you think Mercedes will get on the podium again?
One of them, maybe.
Yeah?
One of them, maybe. Depends.
I don't think there's going to be a DNF for Ferrari. And I definitely don't think there's going to be a DNF for Red Bull because they've kind of sorted out their reliability. So I think they're going to get a lockout.
It might be time for the Mercedes DNF.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We've
had the Russell DNF because of the crash, but we've not actually had we've not had an engine blow up.
We've not had an engine DNF. It might be time.
Interesting. And Hysterical, end it on this last one. Hysterical says we need Alonso back in the McLaren garage. He's saying,
I don't know. If it's a 1 year deal, I'll do it for 2023. But we can't do it long term. I don't want a 45-year-old driver for us.
Alonso's just gonna bully him. He's just gonna bully Zach Brown. To be fair,
yeah, that's the other thing as well. He'll cause trouble.
He'll cause trouble in that garage, man. I don't want it.
It'll cause trouble. Well, people, we're gonna have a break this weekend because there's no racing this weekend, isn't there? There is. It's not this weekend, isn't it?
It's in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we take a little break after the sprint race weekend. Back-to-back racing as well. Thank you to everybody who has been watching the video today. Kunle, thank you for the surprise entrance, man. You are the
thanks for having me, brother. Thanks for having me.
You're the man. Big up all the McLaren gang. Big up all the McLaren gang in the building, and of course, you can come on anytime as well. Do smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back after whatever happens in France. Until then, people, lights out.